GLP-1s and weight loss drugs. This conversation is polarizing as hell. If you spend even 5 minutes online, you've seen the debates. Some people swear by weight loss drugs like Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mounjaro, saying they've changed their lives. Others, they shame anyone who takes them, being like it's a shortcut or a cop-out. And then there are the skeptics, like I used to be, side-eyed in this whole thing, wondering, is this just another quick fix, another diet industry money grab? But here's the truth. Weight loss isn't black and white, and nobody should feel guilty for wanting to feel better in their body. Today, we are getting into it, the mistakes people make on these medications that lead to weight gain, the exact strategies my clients use to keep weight off long term, and the biggest factor that will determine whether you thrive or end up back where you started. Because if you're taking these meds without making this one change, you're setting yourself up for struggle. And I'm about to tell you what it is. All right, full transparency. I was on the fence about these drugs for a long time. I'm the person who won't take a Tylenol unless absolutely necessary to. And the only medication I honestly will use is my inhaler when my asthma's flaring up, because don't want to play around with those lungs. When it comes to everything else, I've always been about doing things the natural way. Then something changed. I started working with more and more women who were on these medications. Women who had tried everything, keto, fasting, endless cardio, and still felt stuck. And for some of them, these drugs gave them the momentum they needed to actually make the changes stick. And here's where it gets tricky, because I also saw what happened when women relied only on the medication. They lost weight, but they also lost muscle and their energy tanked. And when they lowered their dose or stopped completely, the weight came right back. I don't want that for you. Let's talk about the biggest mistake I see people make and how to make sure you don't fall into the same trap. There's a huge misconception about these meds. People think that they just burn, like you inject it, sit back, and your body just magically melts away. Nope, that's not how it works. These meds suppress your appetite and they slow digestion. They make you just want to eat less. And while that can lead to weight loss, what you eat and how you move still matters a lot. Let me introduce you to, let's call her Susan, a client of mine. She started Ozempic and dropped 25 pounds in just a few months. She wasn't eating enough protein. She wasn't strength training, and she was barely drinking water. Guess what happened? She lost muscle. She felt exhausted. And the second she stopped the medication, the weight crept back. Loss of muscle equals lower metabolism. If you're not getting enough protein or strength training, your metabolism takes a big hit. And when you come off the drug, your body is primed to gain weight again fast. Nutrient deficiencies equal feeling awful. If you're barely eating, you're not just eating less junk, you're eating less everything. That leads to fatigue, hair thinning, and hormonal chaos. No thanks. No habit changes equals yo-yo dieting on repeat. If you don't fix your relationship with food and movement, stopping the meds means you're back where you started. So let's fix it. Here are the 5 biggest things my most successful clients do while on these meds and what you need to do too. Disclaimer, I am not a medical professional, so I always advise anyone before you're taking these drugs that you are consulting your doctor. 1, prioritize protein like your life depends on it. If you want to keep your metabolism high, you need muscle, and muscle needs protein. Aim for about 100 grams of protein daily. Your lean meats, eggs, yogurt, tofu, whatever works for you. Protein also keeps you full and prevents that skinny fat look. 2, strength training. Yes, even if you've never touched a dumbbell before, losing weight without building muscle is like deflating a balloon. You shrink, but you don't look strong. We are here to look strong and sexy, girls. You only need 2 to 3 times a week. Squats, lunges, push-ups. It doesn't have to be complicated. And when you're starting off, just using your body weight is enough. 3, eat with intention and not just out of habit. Just because you can eat less doesn't mean what you eat doesn't matter. You need to avoid ultra-processed foods. If your body's running on fewer calories, those calories need to be nutrient dense. Slow down, chew your food, and eat mindfully. You'll feel more satisfied and prevent unnecessary cravings. 4, stay hydrated. Dehydration makes nausea, constipation, and fatigue worse. You should be getting in 2 to 3 liters of water daily, non-negotiable. Add electrolytes if needed. 5, plan for the after because you don't want to be on it forever. When you come off the meds, your body will adjust. Be ready. Slowly increase portions. Keep strength training and stick to the habits you've built. Let's talk about some of the common side effects and how to manage them. Nausea and digestive issues. Eat smaller meals. Avoid greasy foods and sip ginger tea. Constipation. Up your fiber. Drink more water and consider a magnesium supplement. Feeling weak? You're probably under eating. Prioritize protein and fuel your body properly. Worried about regaining weight? That's what happens when you don't change yours. But you are smarter than that. At the end of the day, these meds are a tool. They are not a magic fix. You have 2 choices. 1, use them to make real, sustainable changes that set you up for success long after you stop taking them. Or 2, rely on them, skip the work, and find yourself in the same cycle all over again. I know which one you want. If you plan on taking a weight loss drug and you feel like you need a little extra help, real guidance and coaching, let's talk. Click the link in the description box to book a free discovery call, and we'll make sure you're on the right track. And before you go, tell me, if you are on one of these meds, what's been your biggest struggle? Drop a comment below and let's have a real discussion about it. I will see you in the next video.